Gonzaga Bulldogs head coach Mark Few here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Coach?
Doing well. Thank you. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there. I feel like I'm 28-0. I think I've done 28 great shows in a row, you know?
Okay, yeah, that's good. It's not a bad feeling, is it?
No, tell me, what is this like for you right now, Coach?
I think the one thing that we're trying to do is not get caught up in, the Final Four, national championship, or bust mode, and we're just enjoying the heck out of every day that we come to practice or that we have the opportunity to play a game. That being said, we certainly, have our eye on that prize at the end, and it's something that we're aspiring to, but we're not, all consumed with it and just trying to. It's a great team to hang out with. It's a great team to coach. It's a great team to challenge, and it's been remarkable just how consistent they've been all year. We just really haven't had many bad days at all.
If you could start the tournament now, if you were given the choice, would you do that?
Yeah. We're kind of ready. We're chomping at the bit a little bit. I think we've proven ourselves. Though we talked the other day, Rich, about, we got a chance to make history here, at least within our program, and kind of there's been other teams that have done it in college basketball, but not a ton of them that have been able to finish out the regular season undefeated. So we got a weekend left to do that, and I think the guys will be excited and motivated, and when this group's dialed in, then, we're pretty good.
What do you say to those, Coach Few, that say that you haven't really played folks of top-notch caliber to be 28-0, a Fugazi 28-0? How do you respond to that, Coach?
I think it's really easy. I think that's kind of an ignorant statement in that just look at, I think we have like 7 top 50 wins. We might have 3 top 25, top 15 wins, maybe even more than that, maybe 4 now, which is almost as much as anybody in the country. So we have actually played a bunch of teams, and the metrics and the indexes that kind of rate all this have us up there. And I get our league is not as strong as, certainly not even close to the ACC, and nor is it the Big 12. But, having St. Mary's in there, a fellow top 25 team, has really helped. BYU's usually a top 50 club. They're probably more top 100 this year. But there's a lot of dogs in those other football conferences that I think people aren't talking about much.
I love you call it a football conference. I like that.
That's basically what they are, And so, that's how this, everybody gets into the high major, mid-major, and all that. You got to just look at programs, who's winning and who isn't, and who's getting it done. Do
you find that, I'm with Coach Mark Few of Gonzaga here on the Rich Eisen Show, do you find that on the recruiting trail, that you've got to sell your program and your conference when you're going up against, as you say, football schools and those who are on Big Mondays all the time on ESPN, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, actually, Rich, we've been on Big Mondays. We're on ESPN as much as anybody now, and probably have been the last 10 years. So we've been really fortunate with that relationship. And so, I actually now I think the program's reached a point where everybody has kind of accepted us at the exclusive ball, so to speak, and whether it's scheduling, we're able to pretty much schedule whoever we need to or want to, and those opportunities, we have all those opportunities coming up for marquee neutral court games and tourneys and all that, and the same for the most part with recruiting. When it really, really comes down to it, a lot of times though, on a high level kid, everybody throws in the league affiliation. That's the one knock they try to hammer us on, and we combat it with just, let's talk NCAA tournament appearances and wins and being in the top 25 or top 10 or now even number 1. This is the second time we've done that now in the last, I think, 3 or 4 years. And so, and we've also been fortunate enough to get a good run putting guys in the NBA. So that's something that means a lot to recruits in this day and age also.
You certainly have. And you've got this kid, Karnowski. I mean, he jumps off the screen, obviously, with his size and his game. Where did you find this young man from Poland, Coach?
Yeah, I don't know if he's a kid anymore.
Right, I know.
With that big beard.
Well, he does look like an old man. He does. But I tried to just, when you play college basketball, you refer to these players as kids.
Absolutely.
So,
I hear you. I do the same thing. We found him actually over in Poland, and he was about the same size as he is now.
Come on now.
And
How old was he when you saw Przemek Karnowski?
I think my assistant saw him when he was 17, and then I saw him when he was 18. And but he was a very large human being then. But Rich had these great hands, just unbelievable hands, and he possesses just a great feel for the game, kind of like maybe like a Marc Gasol or somebody in the NBA. I mean, he can really pass the ball, and we initiate offense with him a lot, not just on the low block, but at the high post. And then because of his size, he's a great paint protector. We don't need to double the post in there, and he's a very underrated defender. Just how he guards ball screens and guards the post.
So, I mean, you go on recruiting trips to Poland often? I mean, is that?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I have an assistant coach who is unbelievable, who's got a great reputation, who does a great job scouting and recognizing talent over there, and has a nice network. And I mean, he's just done a remarkable job. If you look at Sabonis, who we had the 2 prior years to here, and obviously Karnowski,
of course,
Rony Turioff. We were talking Lakers here at the start of the show.
Yeah.
I heard so. Rony's living in L.A. and had a good run with the Lakers there for a while.
How's Arvydas as a dad? Is he a helicopter dad? Arvydas?
Rich, he is awesome. He is he is the total opposite of helicopter dad.
Okay.
He stays totally out, very humble, very reticent to even no interview requests or anything by the media. But yet very close to our staff, has a great relationship with our staff, and just wanted his kid to be coached. Mm-hmm. And, the type of guy, I remember, just a quick story. I don't know.
Sure. Please, go for it. I love it.
Broke his finger, I think, in like it was either a shoot around or right before a game, and of course called his dad. But hey, I think I broke my little pinky finger, and then where most dads, especially in the U.S., hey, you better sit out 4 weeks. You don't want to hurt your stock or whatever. And he's like, well, tape it up. You'll be fine. You need to play tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, he gets it, and he was great. And he was able to come over and see DeMontis several times, and we count our relationship with that family, very highly.
Mark Few, a couple more minutes here at the Gonzaga head coach on the Rich Eisen Show. Has the NBA ever knocked on your door, Coach?
Not very loudly, I guess. I mean, there's been little preliminary stuff here and there, but nothing too crazy. But it's obviously something I'm very, very close and good friends with Billy Donovan, and he and I coached together in USA basketball, and had a chance to we talk a lot and see his success, and obviously proud of him and happy for everything he's been able to do, and know Brad Stevens really well. So I think it's been great to see these college guys. Before everybody was saying, well, the college guys can't do it, and I think that was more just a matter of the jobs that the college guys were getting. Now that they're getting some good jobs, they're showing that they can coach as well as anybody. So,
I mean, you've been with Gonzaga since 1989 when you were a graduate assistant. And then you spent a decade, the 90s, where you were an assistant there, and you've been the head coach since 99. Why do you stay at Gonzaga, Coach?
It's a great job. I mean, it has really grown into becoming a great job. And the neat thing about here is and people probably don't understand this statement, but everybody's pulling the rope in the same direction here. There's nobody's fighting you anywhere. You know, I've been fortunate that I'm working with my second president and, you know, all this time, the same athletic director my entire time I've been the head coach, and Gonzaga has just continued to grow and allowed our program to grow because I think they've seen obviously the positive effect it's had on the school. We went from, I think, 3,000 undergrads to maybe 7,800 now, and a lot of new buildings, a lot of great things going on up here. And then the community itself, I mean, Spokane, you know, there's probably 500,000 or 600,000 in the metropolitan area here, and it's just all Zags all the time. And so our guys get great support and you know, are appreciated for their efforts. And it's just been an awesome run for me and my family. And it's been a neat place. I still got a relatively young family, so we're just blessed to be able to raise them in a place like this.
Well, you got 16 regular season championships in your conference, 13 tournament championships in your conference. You've led the Bulldogs to the NCAA tournament in every season as head coach there in Gonzaga. And Coach Few, I don't know if you're aware, you're now officially the adopted college basketball team of the Rich Eisen Show. You are now,
yeah. Boy, that might be the biggest award we've accrued as of yet this year.
Take that to Poland and recruit off of that. Okay,
we will.
We will. You do that. You do that. Yeah, I mean, because I say, you know, I'm unabashed. If you start a season winning 28 straight games, you're officially adopted by this show. We're front runners like that. Yeah.
I'll alert the fellas.
Coach, it's been great chatting with you. I hope it's the first of many in recent days as you make your run.
Yeah, you got it. That was fun.
Appreciate it. Thanks. That's Coach Mark Few.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.